Hello, my name is Olivia.
Hello, my name is Cesar.
For our sustainable development goal, we chose reduced inequalities, focusing mainly on target 10.2.
Well, about the target 10.2, by 2030, empower and promote the social, economic, and political inclusion of all people, regardless of age, gender, disability, race, ethnicity, origin, religion, or economic status. This target focus on ensuring that everyone has equal opportunities to participate in society. It encourages countries to eliminate discrimination and support vulnerable groups. Achieving this goal helps create fair and inclusive communities for all.
Okay, so some context around the goal is that around the world, inequality remains a major challenge that affects economic growth and social stability. Many people still face barriers because of their income, gender, ethnicity, or any disabilities. Um, The goal seeks to reduce these gaps and promote equal opportunities for everyone. Global inequality has decreased slightly, but there still are large differences between and within countries. Achieving this goal requires cooperation, fair policies, and inclusive development for all.
Okay, about the country highlight for Peru. We have that Peru has made progress in reducing poverty, but inequality is still a big problem for us. Women earn about 30% less than men and have fewer opportunities in formal jobs. Rural and indigenous people often have limited access to education, healthcare, and stable work. Many Peruvians work in the informal sector, where salaries are low and benefits are limited. Social programs like Juntos, Pensión 65, and Contigo help poor and vulnerable families, but more action is needed to create equal opportunities and fair wage for everyone.
Um, for America, the United States has several laws to protect workers, but not everyone has the same opportunities. So, similarly to Peru, there exists inequalities among different demographic groups, meaning that not everyone actually has equal access to these said benefits. For example, women earn around 84 cents for every dollar that men earn, and Black and Hispanic families earn around $30,000 less each year than white families. Many Americans work in low-paying jobs with very few chances to move up or access adequate healthcare, which definitely correlates probably to the extremely high cost of education here, since a lower level of education can limit job opportunities. People with disabilities also face complications when entering the workforce, but there's also programs like Social Security, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and unemployment benefits that help support people. But more needs to be done to reduce this inequality. Oh, sorry. Some types of programs, in addition to the programs that both countries already provide, like Pension 65 and Social Security, both of which provide income to elderly citizens, both countries could definitely benefit from new programs. So for Peru, they could potentially introduce formal job support programs to help informal workers gain stable, protected employment. And they could also expand access to education for rural youth, giving them more chances to succeed. The United States could offer free childcare for low income families, helping parents, especially women, return to work or attend school. These new programs would promote equal opportunities and support vulnerable communities in both countries.
Well, and finally, we have call to action. Well, to reduce inequalities, both governments and citizens must work together. We should promote equal access to education, healthcare, and fair jobs for everyone. It's important to support vulnerable groups, especially women, those with disabilities, indigenous people, migrants, and PLCs. This means supporting equal pay and fair hiring practice, expanding access to education, job training, and creating more formal job opportunities. By creating inclusive policies and raising awareness, we can build a more equal and just society. Well, now we talk about our experience work together. For me, it's really nice. Share information with Olivia about Peru and
Mhm.
Yusa.
So yeah, so there are similarities between each countries, but there's also differences between each countries. For example, when it comes to women in the workforce, we both saw that it's just not as good, I guess.
Another
And then, yeah, sorry.
another similarity is about that we talk about, like the social programs. In Peru, Pensión 65 and USA Social Security that protect older people and vulnerable families.
Okay. And then some differences that we found between each countries. What were some differences that you saw?
Well, we talk about some point is that we found it's about the minimum salary in both countries. In our case in Peru, it's approximately $300, and in the case of US, it's the minimum salary is 2,000. Can you correct me, Olivia?
I'm not too sure, but that does actually sound correct to me. So it's just there's a very big gap between
Yes.
or when comparing countries.
Um,
And
and in that way, we finish our presentation about SDG 10.
mhm.
Thank you for your
Thank
attendance.
you. Yes, thank you for your attendance.